What's up, y'all? It's Hiway. Welcome back. I definitely got a crazy story for you. We're gonna switch it up from the rap shit to just some kind of like real life shit. Um, just being here in Humboldt County. Um, this is the time when I confronted basically a multiple murderer. And the story goes like this. So y'all may or may not be familiar with a man by the name of Bodie Tree. He was convicted of a double murder a couple years back. Well, to give some backstory behind that, I went to school with dude, high school. We went to the same continuation class. Even back then, he was different. You could tell. He kind of had that fucking I'm out to prove something, like kind of shit. Just kind of disturbed a little bit, kind of on the gangster shit. But really, there's no reason to be, up in Arcata where this was happening. So he was always kind of like that. I knew dude in continuation. We weren't buds or nothing. So one day I'm in Arcata with my dude Flo J. We're at what used to be DTA Clothing, recording or something like that. And I went next door to grab something to eat from Arcata Pizza and Deli. Order my food. I'm sitting down at the table waiting for it to go. And there's like this older lady, sitting around the same area waiting for her food. And then I see a dude come in, wearing shades. And he comes in, just tell the vibes off right away. So he comes in and he ain't ordering nothing. He comes in, sits in the chair right next to this old lady, and was just like, "Hey, I'm hungry. Give me some money," or something like just like that. And like the lady is just like, what is going? I'm trying to ignore him at first, and he's like wouldn't let up. He's just like point direct, facing her and shit. I said, "I'm hungry. Give me some money and shit." And she's getting nervous and shit like that. And this, I already noticed, I already recognized the dude. I know who it is. And so the shit was just like happening right in front of me, and it was really off-putting. Of course, you know what I'm saying. And I ain't no tough guy or nothing like that. Like I never try to portray that at all. You know what I'm saying. But certain things you're gonna stand up. So I interrupted him. I'm like, "Hey, dude, like, why you bothering her? Like, why you trying to like press on her? You want money? Here, I fucking, I had whatever the fuck, $5 or I was like, I fucking threw it at him and shit as I was like leaving with my food and shit. I was like, man, like, why pick on an old lady? Why don't you like pick on someone like a man or some shit like that? You know what I mean? You can't even look people in your eyes and shit because you got those shades on and shit. I'm like, I know who you are. And he's like, you know why I fucking have the shades on? He takes them off. He's like, this is why, homie. And both of his eyes were black and shit like that. He had two shiners on him and shit. At this point, I'm standing over him and shit, and I had just thrown the money at him. I'm like, fucking quit fucking with fucking old ladies, bro. Like, why you gotta be acting all hard and shit? And he didn't do nothing. This motherfucker didn't do anything. That was it. I just walked out. That was it. So, come to find out, a couple days later, there was something in the news about a double homicide in Arcata. And then, like the next day, I get calls from my coworkers, and they found out that it was one of my homegirls, Christina Schwartz, who worked at Porter Street with me, man. Sweet girl, man. 17, 18 at the time that she died, man. I don't want to get into the whole story, you know what I'm saying? But he murdered her and one of her homeboys, one of her friends, at this party. They finally caught him in like Sunnybury area, and I seen the pictures. And he's wearing the same gray sweatsuit as he was when I ran into him at APD just a couple days before that. Like, I'm talking 2 days, maybe 3. So what I found out was that he before the double homicide in Arcata, he was in a similar situation in Eureka where he just tried to make his way into a party and, whatever, pissing people off, being fucking weird, doing this weird thing. And the dude whose house it was, I guess, was not standing for it. He beat that dude, he beat Bodie up, beat the shit out of him, gave him those 2 shiners. And Bodie he shot the dude. He got his ass beat, so he shot the dude who did it. The dude whose house it was. The dude survived. So, kind of getting the picture here, right? The timeline goes, he was at that party in Eureka, got beat up, shot the dude, was in Arcata that day, fucking with that old lady, and I confronted him and asked him why he couldn't look me in my eyes and shit. He had the black eyes. 2 days later, he kills 2 people. So, and he's in the same outfit as when they arrest him. So, I'm almost positive he had that gun with him the day I fucking confronted him. And, why he didn't pull it out on me, I can't say for sure. Maybe it was too crowded. I don't know. Too public of a place. I mean, he's doing this at parties, but maybe because it was a restaurant during the day. I don't know. But like, it really sunk in of like how close I was and had no idea. You know what I'm saying? For it to end up like that, and then him not only finding out that he murdered people, but then he murdered one of my friends. That shit really hit home, and this is really hard to talk about. It's one of them experiences that just like, it's haunting. It's disturbing. It's like part of me was, thinking one of the next bullet was the one that killed, one of them. It could have been me. Like, That's some weird shit to think about, man. And it just the whole connection. It was like my classmate, you know. I don't know, maybe was that why? We went to school together and he had some kind of soft spot. I don't know, man. I can't say. But yeah, that was a crazy one, man. And rest in peace, Christina Schwartz and Sunshine. Uh, and you know, dude is locked up for life, but you know, it would have been I don't know, more gratifying to see kind of street justice happen, honestly. You know. But yeah. So that's basically the story, man. I'm trying to have some kind of message behind it too. You never know. You never know who you're confronting. We get in situations like road rage every day. You know what I mean? And we'll go off on people. We don't know who the fuck they are. They don't know who we are either. But be careful out there, you know what I mean? Also, if your heart tells you something's wrong and you can possibly help that situation, then do it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't thinking about that, you know what I'm saying? You know, I thought, you know, this could possibly end up like in a fist fight and shit, but I had no idea. He's probably had that shit in his waist, that gun in his waistband. You know what I'm saying? I hope that embarrassment of the money thing didn't push him further into his psychosis, I guess, or his rampage. You know, this is one of them things, man. But it's part of my history. Some of the crazy shit that does happen in Humboldt County. And it's probably the closest I've been attached to murder situations. Everything else is just hearing about. Like this one was deep. I knew both sides, and I had an interaction. It's heavy, bro. It's heavy. You know what I mean? So, again, rest in peace to those two. And fuck that dude, man. I hope he's having a terrible time in there. I really do. Alright. It's Hiway. I'll catch y'all next time, alright? Peace.